everyone, welcome back to Spill the Tea. I'm your host Megan, and I'm joined here with Sai,
Ralph,
Malyn, and Sadie. She's out of my mind.
And being
welcome Sadie. On this episode of Spill the Tea, we are going to be deep diving down a Reddit subreddit. It's known as Am I the Asshole? And it's a pretty popular one. A few people kind of dive into this, but we've picked out a few stories and we're just going to discuss, are these people assholes or no? Anybody want to start?
I can go. I feel like I found an interesting one.
Okay.
Someone asked, am I the asshole for not making it known I understand Spanish to my girlfriend's family when they talk about me? So basically, they're understanding all the shit that they're talking.
Wait, is this the boyfriend or the girlfriend?
This is the boyfriend. So, like, he knows what her family is saying, but they don't know that he understands.
Does the girlfriend know?
I don't know. I'm sure the girlfriend knows, but the family does not know.
I feel like no.
No, I feel like not the asshole, because if you're still, you shouldn't be talking shit in the first place.
That's true. That's true. It's kind of like a hidden superpower.
But then I would also feel like I would get my feelings hurt. And you can't say anything about it.
But I'm
you kind of
nosy.
just have to smile.
I'm nosy. I would want to know. Like, if I could read minds, I would.
I would not. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm not sure. I say no as well.
Okay. Ralph, thoughts?
no, definitely not. No. If they want to talk bad about you and you understand the language,
Then they're the assholes.
yeah, like it doesn't. It's
Unless
not on
you're the
you.
asshole and they're talking about how you are an asshole.
I don't know. It could be like revealed down the line, like a big reveal.
True.
And I feel like that'd be real shocking and good.
Yeah, I mean,
Very juicy.
if the boyfriend, if he has not given them a reason to, like, he's actually not an asshole,
Be
and
talking
he's-
bad.
yeah, he's actually a good person, and they're talking shit about him, then yeah, not the asshole.
Okay, we're in.
So if I'm taking an order at the store and I understand the language that they're speaking, that's not English,
Yeah.
and they're like kind of asking each other questions, am I the asshole if I don't like help?
So I actually
That's
have
never
a lot of
happened to me.
experience with this because sometimes that does happen, but like my Vietnamese has gotten like worse over the years, and like I get embarrassed when I like mess it up. So I can either try to interject, but then they'll, like try to keep speaking to me, but then I get embarrassed and like flustered because I can't respond to everything that they're saying.
Yeah,
But
feel
then
like
I
a
feel
lot-
really
you
bad
can
at the same
understand,
time.
right? A lot more than you
Yeah.
can.
So like it's like,
Speak.
oh, do I want to invite myself to be embarrassed, or like do I just want to bite the bullet and do it? I usually bite the
That
bullet
makes
and do
sense.
it.
Aw.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like to see people struggle.
It's hard for me to, like, I understand more Cambodian than I can speak it. Especially, yeah, as you get older, you speak less and less of it. And yeah, I'm the same way. Like, it's hard for me to communicate in that language. Even if I were to try to, like, let it be known that I understand what they're saying, it's not like I'm going to be helpful speaking it.
No, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
more helpful speaking English, because there is no way I know how to say all of this stuff in Khmer or Cambodian. And so also, I like to save myself the trouble of not getting asked for, like, a discount.
A discount.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
What, is that like a common thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Really?
kind of like a
Like
like
a- oh.
cultural solidarity.
Yeah.
Come on, you're gonna give your auntie a discount?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And I think it's part of the culture too, because like in a lot of the Southeast Asian cultures, you like haggle and negotiate everything.
That's very
So it's
true.
not really like
True.
considered rude there, because that's literally how they live their day-to-day like lives, is just by negotiating and haggling prices, like just at the grocery store or whatever. But it's kind of weird here because that's
It's like
not
set.
common.
It's like what the price says is what you
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah, that's really interesting, the idea of supporting your friends or family and then going to their business and then asking for a discount when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like then you're not really supporting them. You're just taking advantage of them.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Okay, consensus is no.
Not
Oh,
the asshole.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Next, I have, am I the asshole for literally showing my dad how he behaves every day when he gets home from work? My father is the breadwinner while my mom is a stay-at-home mom. She handles everything around the house like cooking, mopping, washing, laundry, etc. I'm the oldest and I try to help, but really there's only so much I can do while my dad just gets home at the end of the day and literally complains about everything, like how the carpet isn't clean or how the food is cold. As a result, I'd have to listen to a huge argument daily between him and mom. It's exhausting, but honestly, I think my dad is in the wrong here. I tried talking to him to get him to see how his behavior is, but to no avail. So what I did was pick a day off for him and pretend to act like him. I put together an outfit that looked like a suit and put black tape over my lips to look like a mustache. At 6 p.m., I went inside the house and shouted, "I'm home," then sat next to him in the living room and started kicking my shoes while complaining about the state of the house at the top of my lungs. He glanced at me confused, asking what I was doing. I ignored him, then started yelling about the carpet being dirty, shower not ready, the kids need to be quiet, and so on. What do you think?
Not the asshole.
No, I
Definitely
completely
not.
support this.
Yeah.
Completely
Just
support
because I don't know. I feel like they probably like have some type of agreement where one person is working and one person is taking care of things at home. So like I feel like when someone's taking care of things at home, it's very underappreciated and it's like, "Oh, you're not the one working." But I don't know. I would be upset if my partner was acting like that or if my dad was like acting in that way.
Yeah,
So I feel
it's
like
just
that's
immature.
Yeah.
Like, I understand being upset, especially if there are those, like, roles.
And when it's like a
Instated, you know?
repeating process every day. Nope.
It's hard to listen to.
Yes.
Sometimes you got to see the behavior you're like putting out to realize before you realize
That's
that
true.
it's not a good behavior.
No, seriously.
Yeah, because you
So-
don't realize.
She was doing him a favor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably learned from that.
Yeah.
I know some people that wouldn't learn from that. But
I know some people that would say that that person is an asshole for
Mhm.
doing that.
I know. Yep, me too.
I feel like it's a pride thing too, though, right? Like your ego.
Oh, 100%.
True.
Because yeah, it can be really uncomfortable to like see and do that and admit how much of a jerk you've been.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
I think
That's very
especially adults, if they're in that power dynamic with either their kids or like equivalent, it's really hard to own up to their mistakes just because, like you said, they have all that pride and they don't want to seem weak and like lose their position as the parent. But I think if you are a strong parent and a strong person, you will own up to your mistakes and you know, not that you're setting a good example for your kids. Like, what example are you setting if
Exactly.
if you're doing all this? So I would say she's very much in the right to do so.
Agreed.
I guess before we keep going, if you hear the dogs whining, it's because they're really bored and they want to
It's
play.
almost playtime, Bean.
Yeah, they keep whining and asking for attention or jumping onto our chairs and literally are right by the mic. So if you hear weird breathing and noises,
That's them.
that was Sadie. It was
Sai
me.
will have her own dog pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm
excited for you.
excited. We'll have a little update on that.
New baby.
Yeah,
Hey.
New
we have
baby.
3 dogs right now in here, and I don't know. Have you talked about the dogs before?
I think we've like briefly mentioned.
Okay, so we have the loud one
The
right now
whining.
is our German Shepherd Bean. We have Sadie, our mini Australian Shepherd, which she's probably a toy and not
see,
a
yeah.
mini. And then Kimiko, our Shiba Inu, is nowhere to be found right now,
She's probably basking
By the
like a
heater
heater or
or-
something.
or
In
hibernating
a
in a
bed.
bed. Yeah,
Yep.
Unproblematic.
Yep. She's her own person.
yeah.
All right. Who's got the next one?
There's one that says, let's see. Am I the asshole for being picky at a Christmas dinner at my in-laws' house.
Is there more context?
Yeah. What's the context?
No, in
That's it?
general.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, for being picky.
Just like in general.
Mm,
Mm,
Picky, like I guess,
Like
your
you're not
definition
eating
of
at all?
picky,
like
you
I'm
know?
not gonna eat because I don't like this food.
okay, I think, yes, you are the asshole slightly. Just out of like a respect standpoint. Like,
I
I don't
agree.
know. I've had experience in my own family. Like, love my family. But on my dad's side of the family, they're not very... they're a bit challenged. Like, when it comes to like creative cooking or like really passionate cooking. So I don't know. Sometimes you just kind of have to suck it up, put on a smile,
I feel
make
like
your
it
grandma
is a
happy.
respect thing. Yeah.
Like,
Especially
Yeah.
like when food is like a whole love language for
Mhm.
so many cultures and families and stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of a respect thing, I feel like. At least like try it. You don't have
Yeah,
to
for
like
sure.
it, but like the fact that you maybe take a bite and try it like shows a lot of like respect.
I agree.
yeah, you can go about it in a more respectful way.
Or like eat something
Yeah.
that's there.
Just
Something.
anything.
Just get through it.
Or just try it. Just try it. Just try one bite even. And if you really don't like it, at least you try it.
Then
That's
like
true.
throw it away in secrecy.
do the plate
Wow.
folded over in the trash.
Yeah.
Face down
Oh
plate
my
in the
gosh.
trash.
Oh, this was reminding me that comedian Malyn showed me the other day. It's like with Asian parents, like eat every time you go eat,
Yeah.
right? How important it is for you to be fed. So every time you go to their house, here, eat this, and then like a month or two later, they're like, you're getting fat.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh my God. I would get that all the time. Oh my gosh, you're too skinny. You need to eat more. And then the next time, like, I come back, it's like, oh my God, did you gain weight?
It's always one or the other. Like,
Literally.
you can't win.
No, cannot.
Yeah, there's really no happy medium.
I felt really bad for my cousin growing up because she was actually like, she's not like big. She was just bigger than the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
But by any means, she was not big at all. But she was literally like in Cambodian called a pig, like literally as like her nickname.
yeah.
And I was like, oh
Wow.
my God, that is so mean.
That's awful.
Asia has some very insane beauty standards. Like,
Yeah.
you could be a small in the US, being like an extra large in Asia.
No, for
so,
real.
can't let that get to you.
I mean, I feel like you develop thick skin though, but
The scars stay
the
forever.
scars, I
Yeah.
know, seriously, with some trauma on the side, like,
Seriously.
yikes. Okay, I have something similar to that, but it's about a husband and like wife and their family. So
Ruh-roh.
it says, am I the asshole for not attending my husband's celebration dinner due to the restaurant not having anything I could eat? So let me
Who-
give you
who made
the
the-
backstory.
Who made the reservation then?
So the husband recently got a promotion, so they wanted to go out to dinner to celebrate his promotion. So essentially the dinner is for him, right? And he loves this prime rib place. Like he loves prime rib, so he picked a restaurant that they don't necessarily always go to regularly. And the wife, it seems like she did not like anything on the menu, even though, I mean, they might have some fish or chicken like dishes, albeit probably not that many, but there's some. And she decided not to go because, one, her husband didn't want to change the restaurant. And he went without her, with the kids without her, because she ended up just staying home. She didn't want to budge at all. And then he felt like she put him in an uncomfortable situation because the kids were asking, like, why didn't mom come with us, right? And he didn't want to lie to his kids.
Wow, that's interesting.
So he had the power to change the restaurant, correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
Who is paying for the food?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good question.
Because I mean, if you're paying for the food, I'll find something on there. I don't care if I go straight to the dessert.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. Okay, I feel like if this is your husband, he should know you as his wife and your preferences. So why would you choose a restaurant that has nothing that your wife prefers to eat? And if you had the power to change that and it wasn't a big deal, why would you not change it?
Maybe because there's the prime rib there was like the best.
I mean,
I'm sure they have other wonderful options at a different restaurant.
I agree, but at the same time, like, also, what if she? I don't know.
They were
To not
celebrating
go?
his promotion.
That's
though.
true.
They weren't
Yeah.
celebrating
To not
her
go at
promotion.
all.
It's
That's true.
his.
I would say I disagree with the husband on the choice of restaurant, but I disagree with the wife for not attending at all. Like, even if you couldn't eat, I would just sit there and like drink a glass of water.
He offered to go somewhere else after the dinner
Ugh.
to get like dessert and stuff.
Oh. Well, dessert's not a meal.
Well, dessert for him and the kids, but then her actual meal for the wife.
Oh, that's awkward. And
You know what this
weird.
sounds like? This sounds like a divorce in
Yeah,
the making right
it
here.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, if there was somewhere that you really wanted to go and I don't particularly like everything, I'm fine with that because knowing that it's for your celebration dinner, but like if I had like hardcore dietary restrictions,
Yeah.
that might be a different story.
That's very true.
Did she say that she has hard?
No, she doesn't.
Just,
No, she just
picking
said
like-
That would change the whole
No,
story. I feel
yeah,
like.
no,
It's just-
there's
Like, if
no
you're
dietary.
vegan and you're like, come on.
Yeah.
But
It was just like preference. And then he wanted her to be there anyway so he could celebrate with like her, like all the people that are important to him, right?
you know, it might have been important for her to meet his work wife. You never know. Like,
Oof.
might have-
whoa.
yeah.
Shout out to our previous
Okay,
podcast.
but how about like
Hey.
this? Let's say that my partner wanted to go to what's that place that serves fondue? The Melting Pot.
Oh, yes.
Because they love the melting pot. But
Overpriced.
I hate cheese. All right.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Do you think I'd have a right to be upset? Because I make it known.
But it's just like you two going to the melting pot?
Nope, it's everyone.
Like all friends and
Yep,
stuff?
everyone.
It's not all cheese though, right?
That's like the whole,
it's-
say it
it's
is.
kind- yeah, say it is. Say
Okay.
it's a cheese restaurant.
And is this for like a big celebration?
Yep, he just got promoted,
Yeah.
and it's right next to like a steakhouse.
Okay. See, I think this is where the communication is important. Where it's like, hey, would you be good if I did this? Because I know you hate cheese, right? It's like you have to have this. I think you have to have that conversation.
Yeah, I think that's
Like
what they're
knowing-
lacking.
right?
Communication.
Because if someone said that to me, then I feel like I would still be fine with going to
Yeah.
the cheese restaurant because I'm like, okay,
It's like if you really wanted to
you
go,
were considering it. But if you just said, get ready, a reservation soon, and you're like,
Yeah, I'd be
where is
pissed
it
off.
again?
Yeah.
Cheese fondue.
Cheese
Yeah.
fondue palace.
Yeah.
It's like no heads up, no nothing.
I
you
think
know?
I would be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm staying
I don't
home.
know. I'm kind of sus about everyone in the situation.
the whole party. You're all the
Yeah, everyone
assholes.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all questionable.
There's no consideration on both sides.
Yeah.
All
So they
right.
got some bigger issues
Yeah.
to address.
Yeah,
oh
they
yeah, it's
do.
not just the restaurant. It's not just the choice of restaurant. It's something else.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll share mine because it kind of has to do with relationships too. Am I the asshole for telling my wife it's not cute for her to encourage our teenage daughter to expect her boyfriend to pay for everything in their relationship? So basically, her daughter is in her first relationship and she's encouraging her or making it seem like her boyfriend spoiling her and paying for everything is the right way in the relationship, and the husband is basically getting upset because he notices that the daughter's becoming more entitled with her boyfriend's money and acknowledges that they're young. So he doesn't think it's fair for him to be paying for everything. And he told his wife privately that he doesn't think it's quote unquote cute that she's encouraging this behavior. Now she's upset. What do you think?
His word choice of cute is not cute.
Yeah.
But
I don't like that either.
I mean,
Yeah.
depends on your delivery, right?
Yeah. No, that was kind of rude.
yeah. But I mean, the whole idea behind it, I think I agree. Like that's not a great way to set up your daughter.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because
No.
like it's
What
like,
happens if it didn't work out?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
other people, like I don't know, you can't just expect other people to just pay for you all the time.
No.
Yeah.
Like that's not okay. That's not.
That's how entitlement starts.
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, for sure. No one's gonna spoil you for the rest of your life. You can't expect that.
Yeah, and then how are you gonna teach your daughter to like take care of herself?
Yeah, it
Seriously.
takes away like
Independently,
independence.
you know, as a person, like a whole person. Like, yeah.
I know. I wonder if the wife in this scenario is she expecting these things from her husband? Like,
That's right. That's a good question
Right?
because it's like, how did those two end up
Yeah.
together in the first place? Did he pay for everything in the very beginning, or she demanded that?
Or does he still?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you learn a lot from your parents and people you're around.
weird.
Yeah, like maybe the husband is the breadwinner, and that's very known in the family dynamics.
Just how you grew up.
I mean, I feel like it's okay to like spoil someone, but it's just not an expectation.
No.
Yeah.
It's fine if it happens, but can't expect that.
Yeah, it's like going out with a friend and they decide to pay for you one time because they're being nice and generous, but then you expect them to pay for every single meal after that.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like
Yeah. I agree.
Loser
taking
behavior.
advantage of that person.
I'd say he's being a good dad, maybe not being the best husband in his delivery.
Yeah.
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 But he's being a good dad.
Yeah.
100%.
I'd say he's not the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Just like work on your
Work on your delivery.
He was
presentation.
being kind, not very
Yes.
nice, but kind.
He had good intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Word.
Am I the asshole for refusing to help my parents with their mortgage, forcing them to lose their home even though I can easily pay for it?
Yikes.
Here's the background. As children, my parents would buy my two brothers whatever they requested, regardless of how expensive it was. Allowed them to go to trips with them and threw them over the top parties while I didn't receive any. For example, gave a couple examples. As we got older, my parents had us working in their business after school and weekends. They gave both my brothers allowances for helping out while I didn't receive anything and was expected to do more. When my brothers graduated high school, they gave him an all-inclusive trip to Europe for the summer. When I graduated the next year, I didn't even get a party from them. The worst of it being they paid for both my brothers' higher education but told me to figure it out because they can only afford to pay for 3 college degrees. Or they couldn't afford for 3 college degrees. I moved out at 18, lived with grandparents, and long story short, my online shop blew up and made well over 6 figures in the first year. Within
good for
5
you.
years, 2
Wow.
online shops and a lot of investing in real estate and stocks, I now make more money than my parents ever made combined. So now he's probably at around 7 figures. During the pandemic, my parents had to shut down their business and are still struggling to make ends meet. They were also unable to pay for their mortgage and are afraid they'll go homeless if I don't support them. They also have a lot of medical bills and after my father got into an accident, needs knee surgery. So is he the asshole for?
Oh my
Oof.
gosh.
Yes. This is crazy.
Honestly,
I'm
I
gonna let
don't
you guys
know.
chime in on this.
Okay,
'Cause-
are the brothers also being asked to support
yeah,
the
right?
a
parents?
lot
doesn't
of
say that.
factors.
Because like if it was like if he was just singled out and just like expected,
Seems like he was the youngest one, right?
Yeah.
Out of 3. So.
but like if he was singled out and expected to pay because he had the most money, then it's kind of like no, because
No.
you never like really helped him with anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would say no, he's not the asshole because, like, I get that, like, okay, people will say blood is thicker than water, but blood will hurt you All right.
Yeah.
Blood will draw blood.
Yeah.
And just because people are your family doesn't mean they necessarily automatically get your respect. So if they have done nothing in his life to support him or gained his respect, it goes both ways. I don't think they're entitled to any of his money. Like, yeah, plain and simple.
I agree. Like, just because you're your family doesn't mean that. I mean, you're like, if you think about it, you're born into like a random group of strangers. Like,
Pretty much.
so you kind of have to like work your way to create a bond. And if they never put in effort to like make him feel like a special son, then like why is he gonna come to their rescue when they all of a sudden need help?
Yeah, if anything, the other two brothers can deal with it.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like if I was in his situation, I would feel super guilty.
I would feel guilty as
Or
well.
But-
obligated
yeah.
to step in.
But
That's why I struggle with it.
mhm.
Like, I don't know.
That's a hard
It's a hard one, huh? See, I don't think he's the asshole though.
I don't think he is either.
Yeah.
That's just really
I don't think he's
unfortunate.
an asshole either, because it's funny because I've been in this situation before too, actually. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go in too much into it, but it was like all of my siblings involved too. So it was like we kind of made a decision together and then set a very firm boundary afterwards.
Yeah, boundaries.
Yeah,
is a
and
big
like
thing.
this is not okay, but like we're gonna help you this time,
Yeah.
and this time only.
Yeah.
See, here's how I would treat it. Given like kind of calculating how much he's probably making and stuff. I would treat it because like everything that he is now, he is where he's at because of how bad it's been, right? He probably didn't push as hard. He probably pushed really hard because he had it harder. So his brothers probably aren't really doing as well as he is.
Yeah.
So what I would have done, and I don't think he's the asshole. Now, maybe doing this, maybe he's the asshole, and 100% I'm still behind him. I'd be like, yo, mom, dad, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy your house from you. You're going to sell it to me for what you bought it for. You don't have to go homeless. You're just going to sign over the deed to me. Now the house belongs to me and the mortgage belongs to me. The mortgage payment belongs to me. You can stay there rent-free. Don't worry about it. The business is your thing. I have nothing to do with that, but I'm going to make sure you guys don't go homeless. Cool. So I'm being kind, but also that's, if he's in real estate, like that's
But you
just
benefited.
property. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just property you're
That's
holding
pretty
on to.
smart.
So I'd be like, it's quid pro quo. Like,
Why,
I get something out of this.
You
too.
should have consulted this guy.
Literally.
They
With a
should have
fee.
asked.
You should reach
Ralph.
out.
Yeah.
Is it
Hey,
too
man,
late?
Is it too late?
Actually,
I got some advice for you.
We just start a whole Reddit, like
We can start a
subreddit,
business.
on like Ask Ralph. Remember, like Ask Jeeves.
Oh God.
Ask
Oh,
Ralph.
no, they're too young for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry,
Before
I don't
Google,
know.
Before
guys.
Google, there
We've
was
had
Ask
this
Jeeves.
discussion, I think.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there are
In a previous podcast.
millennials.
Didn't stick with me.
Yeah, it was before Google, guys. It was before Google. But anyways, Reddit. What is it called? Reddit subtopic. Reddit
Subreddit.
Yeah.
subreddit, or
Mm-hmm.
we should just start one. Just
Oh, I was giving like kind of like business tips to the guys that work on our podcast and stuff too, on how they can generate more revenue.
Yeah.
It's fun. Business is fun.
you just ask Ralph for any business income stuff. Like he'll give you ideas for days.
It's a
All
good
right.
quality. Good to know.
We'll just start this.
I'll be
on
talking to you
Reddit.
down the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Let's talk
I'll let you
business.
know when I'm signing a mortgage.
I'll send you to somebody who knows more,
Word. Respect.
and I get a cut out of it.
There we go.
Business
Fair enough.
man.
There it is.
Business man.
Yep. Well, that was good, you guys. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I think we should do more of these. These are fun.
Yeah. We should revisit this.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cool.
Only part
Till next
one.
time. Bean says bye.
All right.
Says bye.
Thank you, Bean.